Hey there, Taurus. Welcome to your reading for July 2016. This month, you start off with the Jack of Diamonds. Very good card. Maybe starting some new projects, thinking about starting some new things. I think this has been, a long-term thing for you, starting new projects, all that. It's also a card that, to me represents needing to have more fun and needing to create a better, work-life balance in a lot of ways, needing to, and also coming to those conclusions as well. Some of you, it might not be that you actually need to do that. It might be that you are doing that. You are coming to some conclusions that, like, maybe what you're doing isn't exactly ideal. But it's also a good, good money card in general, and it's followed up by the Two of Diamonds. So this is a really good money card. It's a really good card for matching up with doing something. It's a good card for getting new jobs, starting new businesses. For those of you that are retired, this is a good card. It represents, matching up with something that is positive for your finances. So that could be like a new investment, a new financial advisor, somebody who could help you out, increasing your finances. The list goes on and on there, but it's also just a good card for seeing an increase in money and, again, matching up with a situation that provides you with more money, which is even better. Next, you have the Nine of Spades, needing to open up. I do feel like, really, just looking at some of the other cards here, I do think that possibly for some of you, there's a situation that you're making a lot harder than it needs to be. Just something I'm getting here. And, yeah, I mean, for some of you, I feel like that could be with a friend or friends. Or for some of you, I do feel like it could be work related, that it's like, you're working on something and it's probably taking longer than it needs to be. I want to say that came up last week in the weekly readings. It was like either the second to last week or the last week of June, those readings that the message came up. And I'm just looking at this Eight of Spades. Eight of Spades is a card that is tied with time as well, and people not respecting your time. So a lot of you could be thinking about that and trying to get more respect for your time, or just, maybe you're deciding you're spending too much time on something or with somebody, and you're trying to get that figured out. It's followed up by the Two of Clubs. And I'll talk more about this at the end, but that Two of Clubs is you thinking. Two of Clubs is kind of a card that I always say is like you talking to yourself. So it's a card of you making these decisions. So it does look like it's just something maybe you're thinking about here. Next, you have the Four of Hearts. Really good card. Card of definitely more love coming into your life if you're one of those that's looking for it. It's a card of commitment. Again, that can be in love, but it could also be a commitment in something else. It could be a commitment to something. It can definitely be to somebody, like I said, but for a large majority of you, I do think a lot of you might be making a commitment to like some sort of project or something along those lines. It's also a card that represents moving, travel, thinking about traveling, thinking about moving, and it can also represent just new things in general coming into your life, just a new type of energy, new situations coming in, and all sorts of things. So this is a really good card. Next, you have the Lovers in reverse. This card represents, again, needing to make a decision. I really think you're thinking a lot. I keep saying that for this month, but just looking around here, I think that a lot of you are maybe getting stuck in not making a decision about something, so I would encourage you to definitely choose something here. Make some sort of choice that you don't seem to maybe want to make or something. Lovers in reverse, I always say, it has really nothing to do with love for me. It has more to do with making a choice, needing to make a decision, and needing to come to some sort of decision here. And again, you have this Nine of Spades, Eight of Spades, really standing out to me this month. Those two cards there, it's all about those two cards are about being too focused on something and not opening up to new solutions and new ideas. Again, you have the Eight of Spades. This is a card of work. It is a card of working, and it can be a good card as well. I say, it can bring you more money and things like that. Eight of Spades is always like an obstacle, though. There's always like some sort of obstacle, but it's usually very easily overcome. But again, I would say the combination here, Eight of Spades, Nine of Spades, sometimes those easy solutions we don't want to see for whatever reason, or we don't think that the solution to any problem we have can be that easy. But really, the Eight of Spades, the solutions are very easy. So if you bump up against any obstacles this month, I would say that you definitely just need to, take the easy way out with this card, because it is that easy. And you end with the Two of Clubs. This is a good card, and it's interesting that's coming up after these two spades cards here. like I said, this is you definitely thinking about things, thinking about how your time is being used this month is definitely a big message that's coming in here. And also, this is a good card though, because this card does represent success during, during challenges, and success coming about because of a challenge even. So I would say that really it's going to be a rather successful month, especially if you work on yourself this month and really kind of work on your time. Again, the time thing is just keeps coming up here. So I'd say a lot of you need to maybe look at how you spend your time and how you use your time, and a lot of you might be just working on that in general. And that's, again, that doesn't go for just for work. This goes for how you spend time in a relationship, how you're spending time at work, how you're spending time, on your finances, on spirituality, all these things. A lot of you might be really focused on time this month, but it looks like a good month. Even with those two spades cards, they seem very focused, which they on one thing. And you have all these other really good cards here, so I'd say it's going to be a good month. So thank you for watching, and enjoy your July.